This is question arising for many people who have had an awakening experience or an illumination or a deep realization in life. Why is it and what is going on that after we abide and really enter into this profound peace, into this deep stillness, into experiencing this light, this love that can never be destroyed or taken. Why is it that often after the deepest experiences, the most beautiful experience, there comes a wave that brings all the old patterns up? There comes a wave that brings our deepest hurts and longings, that brings our ancient conflicts with others come up. What is going on that this is happening? First of all, I just want to tell you, there's nothing wrong with you when this starts happening. There's nothing wrong when you suddenly experience huge fire and anger, or when you experience the deepest pains. Suddenly you feel so vulnerable and so tender after you just experienced this vastness that you are. Well, this is very important to know for the path, and I didn't know that when it happened to me. I had a huge, enormous opening and saw suddenly experienced complete oneness for a very long time, and then stuff happened. And I just felt like, oh my goodness, I fell off the wagon. I landed in the ditch, in the deepest darkness, in the deepest pains that started coming up. And I was like, what's wrong? There is nothing wrong. It's actually what's meant to happen. And it's very important to understand that the wider you open, the greater your realizations. Also, the deeper the light illumines through you, the deeper you go from the dungeons, from the cellars of ancient history, of your family lineage, of your ancestors, of your own early childhood wounding. All this must arise. It is the light that shines upon it that helps it to arise, only for one reason. Everything wants to be met, wants to be seen, and wants to be embraced home into love itself. Whatever you have left out, whatever we have discarded to the sidelines, like the homeless on the streets, or the homeless inside of us, or those who feel worthless, or the part in us that feels worthless, this must come up, and it is welcome it. Simply because it wants to be, to put it simply, it is to invite it back to the warmth of the fire in your home. Invite it back to the feast at your table, to finally feed the parts of you that have been starving for attentiveness, for being seen, for being loved, and especially for your presence. As this process will continue for, I don't know for how long, but you will be able to navigate it so much easier with the world and within you, to learn love wants to touch everything, and love wants to bring everything home, including you, entirely and completely. And this means this part of the journey is actually then about embodiment, and it isn't so much about a realization, rather than to live it in this world, in this moment, now. What is calling for you that wants to be welcomed home, that wants to be seen and met and felt as it is, with unconditional love. Not to change it, not to fix it, but to say, yes, you two are embraced. You two get to be here. And I meet you completely and utterly in my presence, in love. And this love, this presence is available within you. And so this is when you start actually engaging from that and meeting everything from that heart of yours, from the presence of yours. This is how you bring the light even into the darkest places. And fear dissolves. And what rises is true strength and true joy. Thank you.